anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome, folks, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team now set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Henderson. And they stop it short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Inside give now from the shotgun. And they try them little, but stuck for no gain. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Henderson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
The Gators keep the football on the move. first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here's the second down play. Tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. There's the handoff. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a first down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the goal line. The defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him behind the line, and that's going to set up 4th down and short.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it, and the defense rise up for a big stop. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Ball handed off. And the defense all over that running play. They stop about the 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Can't get out past the 2, but at least they stay out of the end zone.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he's able to get the boot away. Ball fielded at the 45. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Look out, room to run here. Breaks into the clear.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it'd been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. There's a stiff one. He's stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
The defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw it. Bringing pressure. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He lets it rip. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The shotgun handoff here. First down, looking for more now. Touchdown, Gators. Way too much speed in that play.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, we're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Try to catch the defense with the draw. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Quarterback keeps the football. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Tight end goes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He escapes the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to take off. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. The ball is picked off. Now he's bringing it back. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. The first play of the third quarter is a handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
First down here for this offense. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on third down. This won't be easy. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he released it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Missed this receiver. It's incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Grab by the receiver. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And he'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the 1st, and here comes the tempo.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Any safety loves a good opportunity to hunt for picks. And as this game wears on, they get one here. This quarterback needs to do a much better job of being able to read this secondary and being more careful with the football.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Pressure is coming. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, that's a great game right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive.
Let's go!
Good throw, the catch is made. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. They look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, that one's picked off.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13.
Jackrabbit.
And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
Your turn is tackled down at the 31. And the Florida offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. Well, they moved the chains on a clutch drive, and that should be good enough. This was a pressure game. They step up and answer it here and secure a big victory in the middle of the season.
Chris, weeks ago, maybe even all the way back to week 1, we circled this game and knew that we had a chance for a major matchup this week. It's lived up to that billing. We find out who the better team is and who's able to build that resume as we get closer to the end of the year.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
This was a case of a higher-ranked respect.